Hey, thank you for stopping by Clarkmanship for another video. In this video, it really is all about that base. About that base, about that base, and about that base. What we're gonna do is show you how to take this from raw lumber, unmilled 1-inch thick lumber, to an 8-inch thick block that has been carefully measured, carefully cut on a bandsaw, and finished to a really nice decorative piece of furniture. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give a little click for subscribe, a like, a kind comment, if you will. And yeah, enjoy the video.
We begin with a template. My template's 22 inches. Go over to my raw cherry, measure out 22 inches. Get her on my miter saw, cut her down. After I make this cut, we head over to the jointer. I have an 8-inch jointer cut with an 8.5-inch bed, so I'll make my table saw match. I skipped filming this because I forgot to turn on the camera, but just know I joint it and cut it, and now it's being planed down to its final thickness of just under an inch. Now this wood came out of a family's barn. They had this cherry sitting there for 30 years, so I had to roll with the 1-inch thick stuff. Normally I would do 2 inches, but you see that created a lot of glue lines. So we go over the joiner for a couple of reasons. One, give me a flat face, but two, to square up the entire block so that it's true all the way around. Now I'm going over the joiner with 2 of these things glued together. Because there were so many, they slid around a little bit and weren't even. So this is just to give me a flat edge on the ends. Now we get the template back. Now I'm just drawing the template on the block, and there's 4 sides, 8 edges, and I've got to draw this design on all 8 corners. I'm not going to show you all that, but just know that's what I've done. Then I'm going to come back and number them. It's important to number them at this point so that after I'm cutting them off on the bandsaw, that they can be placed back on, and you'll see what I mean in a second. In cutting on the bandsaw, it's really important that your bandsaw and bed and blade are perfectly perpendicular, so those pieces just fall off. Now this is why it was important to number them, to put them back. So I'll tape them on, and this gives me a reference for them to slide against to make the cuts on the other 2 faces. This makes it be in fact, 3-dimensional design rather than just a 2-dimensional design. And at this point, it's what I like to call high-stakes kindergarten. Just follow the line. Follow the line. Make sure those cuts are good and clean. No going back and forth against the blade. Just know once you started, you've made your cut. Each one of these cuts, now you've seen this sped up very fast. Each side takes me about 8 minutes to cut down. And it's totally worth it because you get the moments like this where you get to do the reveal and show the 3-dimension in a true, what I'd like to say, a voila moment. But you know what's left? The chatter, the burnout, leaves a lot of sanding to get it to the piece of art that you want it to be for a final finish. You just got to take your time. Don't skip this step. Make sure that the apexes meet. Make sure that the curves are curvy and not edgy. And it doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it just looks symmetrical at the end so that it looks like this. Man, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.